What is going on, guys? Judo, Sloth here, and welcome to another farming episode on my Town Hall 12. Going to be using LavaLoon again today. As you guys know, I'm practicing a ton with it. I hope you guys are enjoying it and that it's helping you improve with the attack as well. What is the aim of today's episode? I'm going to hopefully get one of my hidden Teslas upgrading to maxed level. The reason I'm such a fan of the hidden Teslas, you have 5 of them now, and they can do a ton of damage if used correctly. If the attacker isn't quite sure of a hidden Tesla farm, you can really ruin their raid just because of them traps. So I really want to get them to max level. That's the main aim of the episode, using the LavaLoon. Again, still practicing with it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these episodes. Let me know down in the comments if you are. Let's come back when we have our first base to attack. Here we are, guys, our first base to hit. And it looks like a pretty nice one to go against because we have no enemy queen. Just trying to check out where to come from. Looks like the Giga Tesla isn't maxed either. So actually I'm thinking, well, I was kind of thinking the bottom corner here because there's plenty of defenses, plenty of splash damage. Look, we could get 4 wizard towers out of the way. I know it means we still have the eagle artillery, but we should be able to lock onto that pretty well. So let's go ahead and do this. Looks like it's a newly upgraded Town Hall 12, to be honest with you. Let's start the funnel. Let's start the funnel on this archer tower. We should be able to get them down pretty quick. Golem here with a few wizards once that's all kind of locked onto. And then the wall wrecker should press our way straight the way through here. Let's use a couple of bowlers once that baby dragon is done. And then we should be good to go from there, guys. Let's use the king. Queen, I kind of want to wait just an extra couple of seconds, just to make sure she gets into this compartment once the wall wrecker's done, which she hopefully does at this point. Let's go ahead and use a rage spell as everything goes pressing forward. Queen, do not walk around the base. Get yourself into that base. Oh, the expo just about brings her in. I'm not really sure when to use the Grand Warden's ability at this point. My troops have kind of digressed around the base a little bit, which is not the worst thing in the world. Let's use the King's ability. Just going to kind of let them do their own thing around there. We will use the Grand Warden's ability, actually. And let's just see. Let's just watch the Queen here do a little bit. Let's get the balloon portion in, actually, because what I don't want is the Eagle Artillery or that single Inferno locking onto my Queen. Kind of want that getting forward and down well before anything gets a hold of it. So just pressing that ability, continuing moving things forward. Let's get the rage spell onto these dangerous defenses now. Then we need the haste spell. Gonna have the heal spell ready for that Giga Tesla, even though it's not really going to matter. 3 loons onto that archer tower. We really don't have to use the rest of these spells, to be honest, guys. We don't have to worry about this now. It is going to be a 3-star attack. We can save onto a couple of spells anyway. Save us a little bit dark elixir. Getting there, guys. We're getting there. The kill squad could have been better. They did kind of split up. But to be honest with you, I think the loon portion, although it was a little bit sloppy, I had the right idea. They kind of merged exactly where I wanted them to. Getting the 3-star. That's what we need. Plenty of loot. Let's move on to the next attack. Alright, guys, we have a Town Hall 12 base with decent loot. Is really going to test us a little bit here, though, because as you can see, the multi-infernos are not very good for balloons. The Queen and the Max Giga Tesla are on opposite sides of the base, so that is going to be difficult. The only thing we have going in our favor is this 3 air defense upgrading, so that could be very beneficial. I think I'm going to prioritize the Giga Tesla, if I'm honest with you, to try and take that out, because we might be able to just power our way through with the Queen. We need to hurry up, though, because we are already wasting time here in terms of cleaning up. And then we already know that I'm not the best at clean up. So let's just get into it and let's stop messing around. Golem going forward. Let's go ahead and use that wall wrecker now coming through. We've got that funnel selected and done. King onto this side. Let's get these gold mines down, and then that means that the Queen and Warden should go into the base here. The King should then follow because that's all set, and they should manage their way through and get the Giga Tesla. I am going to use the rage spell there just to help everything through that if we can. Queen's going to do what she can. Let's use the Ran Warren's ability to get the ballers through that worked out fantastic. Then we're just going to let things slide a little bit here. Let's go ahead and start the LavaLoon portion. Not going to miss that queen's ability. I'm just going to spam my balloons a little bit from the bottom here, because that is going to be the way to go here to try and get everything into the middle. Need to get a couple of more balloons on this side. Might not have saved enough, but I do want my balloons to get right into the middle. Try and take down that area, and then let's use a heal spell as well to help all of my troops through that. Let's get the minions on the back end. Then I'm going to just save onto these loons. Should have probably used them a little bit earlier, but let's use my haste on that big group of balloons, which I should have done prior to that. They've got past the queen, which we assumed they would, just because there's so many air defense upgrading, and we are going to be good here. Again, got a little bit sloppy towards the back end. I could have been a bit better with that, and it looks like the queen might indeed take down quite a few more of my troops if I'm not careful. I can't really alter the raid at this point. I am going to get most of the loot, but it's really just a matter of time to see whether we have enough to take the queen and whether the balloons have enough to get this elixir storage. Basically, it's not going to take the queen down. We don't have enough lava pups or minions left over, but hopefully we can. Well, let's just see. Let's just see. Hopefully we can get the balloons to get the rest of this base before the queen takes it down. We do have a poison spell, which I can kind of use onto the queen to slow things down, but in all honesty, it's not really going to make too much of a difference, so I'd probably rather just... Well, let's just slow her down. Let's just slow her down, because I've already got an army cooking in the background. You guys might actually know that Darian on the forums, the Clash of Clans community manager, asked for ideas, little quality of life changes, and one of the ideas that I put forward was to actually, if you have any spells left over, make sure that that's not the spell which gets pulled from the next army. That probably doesn't make sense to you guys, but if I already have a poison spell cooking up, it's probably going to come through, and I'm going to have to dump this one if I don't use it. Anyway, we get 99% 2-star. I'm happy with that. From a bit of a sloppy attack, managed to get a bunch of loot. That's the main thing. Let's come back for that final attack. Alright guys, here we go, the final base to attack. If we get all of the loot from this base, we will have enough to upgrade that Giga Tesla, not the Giga Tesla, the hidden Tesla to maxed level. Let's get into it then, guys. Check out this base though. Even though it's not the maxed Town Hall 12 Giga Tesla, coming in from that area is still going to be beneficial, and the reason for that is simple. Well, the baby dragon didn't work in terms of the funnel there, guys, so that is not good. I don't really have a backup plan for that either. Let's just hope that we get the funnel created enough here with the wizards, which we should. Let's get the king and a few bowlers to help that area. Then let's put the queen there as well. King is going to walk, but I wanted the queen to go the other way. Let's try and quickly use the king's ability, get them down to hopefully redirect the queen. It has worked, guys. Wow. I cannot believe that that did indeed work. We want to get the Giga Tesla, the queen, and the... Well, what I was hoping was the multi-infernos, but actually it's not going to happen. Let's go ahead and get this LavaLoon section in, then try and protect that queen, but actually that is not going to work. This is going to be tough now, guys. So let's get the balloons in there. Try and get... We're going to need some more balloons in that area, actually. We have a dragon coming out of the CC. That is not good. Let's get the balloons on the back end here as well. I think this is going to be an epic fail, guys, if I'm honest. We don't have any cleanup troops, so I'm going to use a bowler as cleanup. Let's use some balloons on the back end. Let's use a heal spell over the top of that wizard tower. Try and help the balloons get away from the dragon, who is going to survive and ultimately take down our balloons here. There's no way that we can get the 3 stars, and it doesn't really look like with that one lava pup that we're going to get too much. Didn't really have a backup plan on this right hand side, and I didn't adapt appropriately in order to take that side down and set the funnel. Queen, king, everything walked. Had we have got into that area, we'd have obviously lured the CC absolutely easily, taken that down no problem. Instead, it ends in an epic fail, guys. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You can't get them all. Fortunately, I think we have some in the treasury, which we do. That is going to be enough to get our Tesla upgraded to maxed level. Finishing off with an epic fail is not great, guys, but we can all learn from that. Have a backup plan, take time. I should have adapted, created that funnel a little bit better. There you are, though, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this one. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out.